Take an actual look at
Yeah,
this.
nice.
What we got.
Oh God, this is where I'm.
I'm
out. I'm out right here.
This is a lot going on.
No, I mean I know
it's not
not
the
as
smartest way to do it.
All right, so
Here we are.
the Horde Demo.
Yeah. So basically, to give some context, I made the game Trauma, which is a cult hit.
Big hit.
It has an underground following as a horror game on Dreams here now. I wanted to make a first-person shooter with my friend Nick here, and that's what I did. Nick, that's you.
Hey.
You made the soundtrack for it. You guys are gonna hear that, but I want to break down a little bit of how we made this because it was kind of a huge pain in the dick. It was very difficult to do, and then I spent a long time making it, getting it ready for Dreamscom. Was gonna be a big thing. Came out.
Yeah.
No one liked this game. That's okay.
100% true.
This is true. If actually
actually 100%.
No. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
So let's just take a real scroll right here in the comments. Right. The top comment. The last comment is from 1 month ago.
Okay.
And I downvoted it because I didn't like it that much.
Nice. Okay.
Let's show the comment. Weak, sorry. So not
not strong.
It's not a
thank you.
It's not a rave review. And not only is it not a rave review, but it's also not helpful. Yeah. It was just letting me know they didn't like it, and every other comment's like this. So there's a lot of issues with it.
Smug-looking imp as well.
Yes.
Very critical imp.
No, and that's okay. Here, honestly, that's fine because the reality is it is a demo. Like it does kind of suck. But there's a lot that I learned in here, and that like you and me are gonna learn from making this one demo for the full game.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's just go into a little bit.
We're just gonna play through it because we only had a little trailer, and I kept saying there's a lot more done than I was expecting too.
Yeah.
And it's pretty close to more like a full wave survival, even just on this. So I know you're pretty critical of it, but I think it came out really good, and is a good way to just get a sense for like where you're gonna take it.
Thanks, sweetie.
And how I'm gonna help with the music, but I know the legwork is here. So
if we hit play here, we're gonna go to a title splash screen with the lovely music by you here. This is a shot of the game that I crafted.
Yeah.
We have a dead creep down there, which is pretty much the zombie type people. We have 2 robots in the back, which will be more useful in the full game.
Yeah.
And then just kind of a nice shot here, and so
the gun. So
the gun.
The art, like how much art is by Magma Monster?
I gave him a special shout out because he did the art on the gun.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He also did a lot of like the main graffiti.
Nice.
That being said, I used pretty much all the graffiti available from the Dreamiverse in order to create.
In general.
Yeah, if there was just anything that was graffiti on the Dreamiverse, I used it.
Is there any Media Molecule stuff? I mean, I guess probably.
I mean, but not really. I mean, most of this is community assets.
Well, I was just curious because I know if we talked about the music before, and I use like mostly the Media Molecule samples because there's not as much. Like, I don't know. I have to go more into the custom stuff, but I don't know if it's the same for the assets when you're making a game. You do it that way.
And then the main thing, which I will reference a lot, is the FPS template.
Yeah.
By Intro Tech out now. He has arguably the best template for first-person shooter at this point on Dreams.
Damn.
Pretty much everyone uses it. What you'll be seeing here, hit start. Okay. What you'll actually be seeing.
Here we go.
Is a very modified version of his template.
Nice.
And for the full game, it's going to be even more so. I mean, it's going to be borderline unrecognizable. Damn. This one's pretty close, but...
Alright, I'm going to watch... First time we're going to get this, alright?
Yeah. Now, this map is entirely inspired by Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, The Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Legendary battle, amazing battle. You have the wall up front. You have the entrance, right, with the ramp.
Yeah, definitely.
You have this area with the "you have to toss me," right? You got this, and then you have the suicidal Urukai that goes in a blue. I have. Let's just move out here. Just take an actual look at this.
Yeah, nice.
What we got?
Oh God, this is where I'm. I'm out right here.
This is a lot going on.
No, I mean I know
it's not the
as
smartest way to do it, but give me But
are the strings supposed to make it easier to understand, or is that
it's just things need to connect. Look at all this red. Now these red,
okay,
This is like the zoning of like what's actually playable.
Okay, gotcha.
Some of it is specific towards the enemies, and some of it is specific towards me.
Right.
And if you look, there are 4 suppliers on every wall. Every wall has a 4 supplier. If you look at this one,
Oh my god, okay.
this is the extent of it, and it has the direction of this.
What
Meaning,
is that? So,
and if you look here, what I have tagged is this 4 supplier only applies to a foe.
I see. Okay, so they bounce off it.
So if they go into this zone, this direction, this arrow, will force them at this speed, 2 meters a second.
I
this
see.
way,
Okay.
right?
Gotcha. All right.
The reason I have it in this case as a default here is because if I am standing in right here,
Yeah.
and they would just sit here, and they came in from this way, they would just sit here and stare at me.
Gotcha.
So this force supplier, while they're looking at me, forces them here. These force suppliers take them this way, and they go here to attack me here.
Nice.
The way I have this set up is I have every zone pretty much mapped as well, and that's here. Yeah, so we got basic Call of Duty controls.
Nice.
You know,
I know the gun's much better too. I know it started off, it was wacky.
Yeah, it was a whack.
But it's good. It's a lot better now.
Yeah. I wanted it to feel like a siege. So I had the giants carrying ladders, and I had this whole system.
Shit.
And it looks great.
We're really going Helm's Deep.
I wanted it to be Helm's Deep. That's what I wanted to make.
Well, I was gonna wonder, like, what part of the map did you make first?
I started with the wall.
Nice,
the wall
okay.
initially was 2 times bigger than it is.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Taller or just longer or like
larger? Just like if you just put it in Photoshop, shift right.
Yeah, there you go.
But I turned it down because it made them too difficult to hit.
Yeah.
They were too far away. I couldn't really attack them. It was just a pain in the ass. Yeah, see, there's the UFO.
Dude, it looks so good in the volumetric fog as well.
Yes.
See, I love how it just falls too.
Yes, that was my favorite thing. Was when it fell. I wanted.
The colors.
Yes, when it fell, I wanted it to, crash forever. Actually, may I show you something?
Yeah. As long as you don't mess up my streak.
I won't. I promise. I promise. So this is obviously none of the sculptures are mine. I use community assets, but this again is more code by me. So basically, I'll just break down what we have here. This is just the sound it makes the UFO be scary.
Nice. Okay.
Then I have the light. That is the tractor beam that goes down right here. Right. Then I have this follower UFO target. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that means it's gonna follow a tag UFO tag because it's gonna actually reach. Okay. It's gonna reach that target. Yeah, so I wanted it to be above you. So that's where that's following. Then the health manager, obviously, and what happens when it dies is a few things. The lights turn off and everything. Yeah. So that's what that animation is. That keyframe is. So when this goes off, so you die. So you kill it. No health.
Right.
It activates a timer. Timer is 1 second. Okay. Once that 1 second goes off, it activates a counter, which goes to 1, which it creates a solid signal to activate an impact sensor. With a bump, with a bump, what's going to happen is it's going to trigger an explosion, and the explosion will obviously move enemies and move you. So that was that whole thing. Yeah, this is some beam damage and then destroyed. So that was the code. It
makes sense when you break it down. I don't think I've been hurt by a UFO.
Here, stand still. It doesn't do that much. Yeah, see how it's just overwhelming? I got 2 UFOs at the same time. So, see, with this, I was able to have 2 UFOs plus, I think, maybe 4 of them. So now I have 6 instead of 5.
Yeah. Close one.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so colorful. I mean, that's the other thing with this is that it hits me right away. Is it's so colorful, which I really like. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't played enough other people's dreams, to know. But it's not it's not. A lot of them aren't super colorful.
Thank you, Boo.
I mean, I don't know. At least comparatively, I think at least.
Well, this is just like a acid trip.
Yeah.
There's so much.
But I like that, I mean, I'm thinking of the ones that I've played they have a nice color scheme, or I don't know. I guess they're bigger, so they don't fit as much artwork in, but I like that in this one. There's a lot of artwork and the graffiti and just all the different models. I don't know. It adds a lot more.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted this to be a stylized, just
right. And especially when you see the opening screen or whatever, that makes a big difference because it seems really colorful. Yeah, the light's pretty bright too.